Hello and welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I'm Joe Teague. We have a mixed market. The Nasdaq is higher by almost 0.5%. The S&P 500 is very modestly lower, and the VIX is higher at 1950. That is a relative high for the VIX, but the S&P 500 at a relative low. That's something as interesting to note of me. Now, this is all on the heels of a weaker than expected ADP number this morning. That bad news is at least good news for the Nasdaq, that heavy index, which is watching the 10-year yield a lot closer than the S&P 500. So good news for the Nasdaq that interest rates are lower. Now, speaking of interest rates, we're going to have a lot of catalysts for those to move. We have the jobs number on Friday, CPI next week, so the market will key in on that. Now, all that said, we're higher in interest rates than where we were in October just 1 year last year, but the Nasdaq is 40% higher than we were a year ago. So last year, the name of the game was these high interest rates are going to crush the economy. Well, that hasn't really happened so far in 2023, and really the lion's share of the gains of the Nasdaq and of the S&P 500 have come from the largest 7 companies in those indexes. Those big 7 companies are benefiting off of the stronger than expected economy, benefiting off of the new trends like AI, and they don't have a lot of debt, so they're not really concerned where the interest rates are. In fact, they're flush with cash. The debt they do have, they put on years ago at really low interest rates. They're not going to issue new debt at these higher levels. So that trend can maintain in place. Well, a big catalyst to see is the economy strong enough on Friday. If the economy is strong enough, I think those 7 companies can continue to lead the way the rest of the year. Remember, October is a very volatile month. Usually we see a weak first 2 weeks, followed by a very positive second 2 weeks. Seasonality has been true to form this year. We'll see if that continues the rest of the year. For Equity Armor Investments, I'm Joe Teague.